YouTube. Right, we're going to take this out. The main part of the AIS, the others are just basically tubes to the exhausts. So I'm going to take this out now, and should be quite simple. Right, the tools that I'm going to use is basically lots of Allen keys. I've got a good set here, plenty to choose from, and I've got a set of spanners that may just help make things easier. So what we're going to do, first of all, is we're going to undo these 3 Allen bolts. Got the Allen key, and basically it is just a matter of undoing the bolts. They come out fairly easily. Now we take the cover off, and that's a unit, and basically it pumps air into the exhaust to burn off extra fuel, and it uses a vacuum pump which comes from there. I've already, actually it's there, that's this here, and basically that's a vacuum pump, and that, if you get a pair of pliers, can pop out. Right, got pliers, loosen up a little, it should just come out. There we go. Right, so you've released this tube. This tube goes up to the carburetor. What you need to do is you need to plug it up at this point here and just snake it back. I'll show you how to do that in a bit. This remove, there's a screw here and here. You need to remove them so you can get to the back of the housing. They come out fairly easily. And it enables you to take this out. You should just pop out. It is quite easily. It's quite that. It's basically it's held on this bit, and there's a little. This is just basically a drain chamber. Now what you've got are 1, 2, 3 screws. Now in late editions of the bike, they are Allen bolts, and there's a reason that they've turned them into Allen bolts is they don't come out. It is very, very, very difficult, and there's 3 of them, and they just hold the housing on, but they are very, very, very stiff. And at this point it might be a good idea, yeah, they are incredibly tight. That's one. That's just one. That was actually quite hard to get out. I think I'm going to have difficulty with the other 2. It might be a good idea to grease it up at the back, but an easier way is to cut the head off basically, and that would be an easier way. I got a feeling that's going to be very difficult, and I'm going to have to cut the heads off. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Why they use Phillips head on things like this, I do not know, but basically I'm going to have to cut these 2 bolts out, so this will come out quite easy. This is the wisdom of the manufacturers. They've used basically Phillips head screws. There's one, and for the amount of stick they get at the end of the bolt, they have a tendency to seize, and really this is not supposed to come off, but because of that they don't come out. I've heard that the bolts have actually snapped before they've actually even come anywhere near coming out. In later editions, as I said, 2005 onwards, they used Allen bolts, which are actually a hell of a lot easier. But because of that, Dremel's out, and I'm going to basically cut the heads off. There's one. That's the head off one. Let's do the other. As you see, I've had to take the heads off the, well, there's the head off the bolt. That's how mashed up it's just cheese basically. So really don't worry about it. Either get some new bolts once you've got these bolts out, or as I'm going to leave the system off, I'm not going to worry about it. Now, next thing to do is you should be able to pull it off. Now, as you can see, there are two. I'll just show you. There are two rubber tubes. Now, if you're going to keep the AIS system in place and not worry about it, and just basically get rid of this, then all you can do is bung them up with marbles, and apparently that works. So I'm going to pop them apart. Come on, there we go, there's one. And there's two. And just slide them up, and so by rights, as it comes out, it should just pop off. There's one. And then massage. There you go. One AIS system removed. You've got this pipe here, which goes up to there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that off there. God, these are tight. Here we go. It's off. So this bit you don't actually need. I've cut myself. Yeah. What you've got is you've got this tube here, and this you'll never believe this. I'll just get you, there you are. This is just an ordinary golf tee, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to basically plug it in as far as it'll go, and then you take your little clip, and that's blocked it up. Hook it up into there, get it out of the way, job done. Easy as that.